Coach Huff. We are here on the campus of Gadsden City with Coach Reginald Huff. And Coach, last time we talked till now, I know you scheduled up and played several state championship teams from last year. Kind of get us up to speed with the team from the last time we talked on the Coach Huff show till now.
Well, a lot has happened. We played quite a few ball games. We were sitting right now at, I think, 12-6. But we during that course of the time, I think both my big men we've lost both of them so far to injuries. The Ricky shoulder was bothering him some, so I don't know if he's hesitant about coming back and finishing out the year with us. And also Rod Orr had his meniscus surgery on his knee, but we expect to get him back in a week or so. Things look promising for him. Other than that, we're rolling right along, getting better, definitely buying into what we're trying to do. Threw a lot of stuff away that we feel like wasn't fitting this team, and we're sticking to some things that has really caused us to play harder with more intensity and be more efficient and effective on the basketball court.
And Coach, you're currently in the middle of the Christmas Classic that you guys hosted very successfully last year. It looks like it's been a good success right now this year again. You've had two big wins over West End, and then last night an unbelievable defensive effort versus Southside. Talk about those two wins, and then we're going to touch on that a while after that, if you don't mind, Coach.
Yes. Well, we just first want to thank all of our sponsors that were a part of it. I wish I had all their names with us, but our main sponsor is Teachers Credit Union. They were great. They were the biggest sponsor for this tournament. We played West End the first night. The second game of the day, we knew they were going to be a little warm, but we were really trying to work on playing the best basketball that Gadsden City Titans could play. We played very well. Got the ball up and down the floor. I think we scored 80-something points, probably the highest we scored all year. We caused a lot of turnovers, which was to be expected. On the next night, we played Southside. Very tough opponent. We very well coached team, but we jumped out on them early. We established dominancy on the defensive end. We were very aggressive. Played great defense without fouling was the key. That's what we've been talking about. And we kept them off the line, and we kept them from scoring the bucket. I think they had 14 points in the middle of the third quarter. We backed up into a zone, and I think they started getting a little warmed up after that. But we were pleased with the way our effort was. Quentin Dinsmore, he's the key to our defense. We put them on the point guard, the best player, and he went to work on him. He did a phenomenal job, and then all of our other guys kind of fed off of that.
All right. Talk about that. Well, I know you guys have played earlier this year. They've much improved now, and you guys are as well. Can you speak on them a little bit?
Yeah, they are much improved. James does a real good job with that group. I think they're getting the rhythm down. They're shooting the ball very well. It's going to be a really good ball game. They do have a little size, and we won't have much size, but we expect them to get out and get after them, with our athleticism, and hopefully, ball IQ and stuff will take over in the ball game, and our pressure maybe can create some good, easy buckets for us. We're just gonna still try to work on us, be who we are trying to be for this season. Try to control our destiny and try to stay true to our identity of this team, and see if we can make some good things happen on tomorrow, win another Christmas Classic here in Gadsden City, and then get ready for Grissom coming in this weekend.
And you spoke on, I sat in on practice today, and you spoke about the growth of the team before practice. Can you speak on that a little bit about what you've seen from day one till now on this team in particular?
The guys, we had 11 guys coming from football, and the mentality, the maturity was not there. We got a junior heavy team. We have a few seniors, but we should be more mature than what we have been. And we won a few early games, but we wasn't playing the type of ball that we should play consistently. So then we turned around and lost some games that I felt like we should have won. And we weren't coming to practice with the right attitude and the right intensity. and that has changed here since we got into the Christmas break. We've really been putting a lot of effort in how we practice and focusing on little things, getting them better, getting them accomplished, and executing well in our offense and our defense. The guys, I think they have a greater understanding of what we're trying to accomplish. And I think earlier in the season they might have been just playing basketball, but now they really understand what we're trying to accomplish, where our strengths are on the court, and getting the ball to the people who gives us the best chance of winning.
Those 11 guys got their basketball legs under them now?
I think they got their legs up under them, man. They had a tough football season, and the heads a little down, when they came to us. But, I think they got their morale up after getting that first win. We needed that. That's the biggest thing could have happened to this team, is get that win on the road at Paul Bryant. We hadn't won down there since we've been coaching and playing them, and we won it. Our first game this season helped us tremendously. So I think, the guys' maturity, we recognized tonight. They came in there with more business mind frame, ready to try to win this championship on tomorrow. And of course, we're playing Etowah, so they do get hyped and excited about playing those guys.
You spoke earlier about the injuries and things like that, and how it's kind of forced you back into playing small ball, but you're familiar with that at Litchfield. You definitely play that way. And how effective has that been, and what have you seen from your group as you've kind of implemented that?
Well, I see that the chemistry of the team has grown. They're playing a lot more together basketball. When you're playing that hard, sometimes you don't want the ball all the time. You're trying to look for somebody ahead to give it to you to save you some steps. And I think that's helped us a little bit. We're looking up the floor and getting transition buckets. I think we've gotten more transition buckets here in these last couple of games than we've gotten all season. Possessions, guys getting excited about getting steals, and the teammates are congratulating guys for doing little things like taking charges, diving on the floor. And when we do that, we noticed our possessions are going up. We got like 40 possessions in the first half of Southside game. So that's what we're looking for. Get an opportunity to have more possessions so we can score more points.
All right, Coach. With like you mentioned earlier, area plays right around the corner. What's the number one thing you feel like you need to improve on with this basketball team to go out and capture another area championship?
Ball handling, making the right decisions, not turning the ball over, making it precious every time we get the ball. It's a precious possession. We can do that right there and not have these unforced turnovers or forcing the ball in places where it's almost seemingly impossible to get it. And just taking what the defense gives us. I think if we rely on that a little more, our athleticism, our ball skill, ball handling, and shooting and ability to drive to the basket will make us successful in each possession, just as long as we can not turn it over.
I know we spoke in the past, and you talked about you're constantly preparing your team to get ready for Jacksonville and even to get out of Jacksonville. Has that plan still steadily been going along at your pace you think it is? Or?
Yes. I feel like we definitely take a major leap forward toward that goal this week in our on our defensive end of the court. And defense has created great offense for us, so our shooting percentage has run up because of the type of shots we're getting. And if we can do that, I think we'll have a great opportunity when we get to Jacksonville to pressure some teams. And it's enough pressure just playing at Jacksonville as it is. It's kids. I'm telling you, coaches and kids, that you're nervous. It's a one and done type of game. So when you can add any kind of added pressure to that situation, I think it's in your favor. And so that's what we want to do. We want to add added pressure to the pressure that's already on them, and hopefully, it'll get us in a place where we're relaxed and we're loose and we're not feeling the pressure.
Absolutely, Coach. Well, thank you so much, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys play at Etowah tomorrow night in the championship game.
All right.